A tale of timeless love. In the quaint town of Willowbrook, love stories were as common as the blooming cherry blossoms in spring. Among these stories, one stood out: an extraordinary tale of Emily and Thomas. Emily, a spirited artist with a heart full of dreams, moved to Willowbrook to find inspiration for her paintings. She was drawn to the town's picturesque landscapes and the warm, welcoming people. Every day, she set up her easel by the river, capturing the beauty of the world around her. Thomas, a dedicated botanist, had lived in Willowbrook his entire life. His love for nature was evident in the lush garden he tended with utmost care. The garden, a hidden gem in the town, was a testament to his passion and dedication. Their paths crossed one sunny afternoon when Emily, in search of new scenery, stumbled upon Thomas's garden. The vibrant colors and fragrant blooms took her breath away. She asked Thomas if she could paint in his garden, and he graciously agreed. Days turned into weeks as Emily painted and Thomas worked. They shared stories, dreams, and laughter, discovering a deep connection. Emily's paintings began to reflect not just the beauty of the garden, but the blossoming love between them. One evening, under a sky painted with hues of pink and orange, Thomas confessed his feelings to Emily. With a smile, she revealed that her heart had long been his. Their love grew like the flowers in Thomas's garden, nurtured with care, blooming beautifully with time. Years later, Emily and Thomas's love story became a cherished legend in Willowbrook. Their garden, now a symbol of their timeless love, continued to inspire artists and lovers alike. In every spring, as the cherry blossoms bloomed, the town remembered the extraordinary love that flourished in the heart of Willowbrook. As seasons changed, so did Emily and Thomas's life together. They found joy in the simple moments: morning walks by the river, cozy evenings by the fireplace, and endless conversations under the starlit sky. Their love was a constant, unwavering and steadfast, like the roots of the ancient oak tree that stood proudly in Thomas's garden. One autumn day, as the leaves turned golden and crisp, Thomas had a special surprise for Emily. He led her to a secluded corner of the garden, where a charming gazebo now stood. It was adorned with fairy lights and surrounded by her favorite flowers. Emily's eyes sparkled with wonder and delight. Under the gazebo, Thomas took Emily's hand and knelt on one knee. With a voice filled with emotion, he asked her to be his forever. Tears of joy streamed down Emily's cheeks as she nodded, her heart overflowing with love. Their engagement was celebrated with the townspeople, who had come to adore the couple. The wedding was a magical affair, held in the very garden where their love had bloomed. Emily wore a dress that shimmered like the morning dew, and Thomas looked dashing in his suit. Vows were exchanged under the ancient oak tree, witnessed by friends, family, and the town's inhabitants. It was a day of laughter, tears, and love, a day that would be remembered for generations. As the years went by, Emily and Thomas faced life's challenges with the same grace and strength that had defined their love. They supported each other through every storm, finding solace in each other's arms. Their bond grew deeper, enriched by shared experiences and unwavering commitment. One winter, when the first snowflakes began to fall, Emily and Thomas received news that filled their hearts with joy. They were expecting a child. The anticipation of a new life brought a renewed sense of wonder to their days. The garden, blanketed in snow, seemed to hold its breath in excitement. Their daughter, Lily, was born in the spring, just as the cherry blossoms began to bloom. She was a bundle of joy, with her mother's bright eyes and her father's gentle smile. Emily and Thomas poured all their love into raising Lily, teaching her the values of kindness, compassion, and love. Lily grew up surrounded by the beauty of the garden and the warmth of her parents' love. She inherited Emily's artistic talent and Thomas's love for nature. The garden became her playground, and she spent hours exploring its wonders, painting its flowers, and listening to her parents' stories. As the years turned into decades, Emily and Thomas's love story continued to inspire the town of Willowbrook. Their garden, a testament to their enduring love, became a sanctuary for many, a place where couples exchanged vows, artists found inspiration, and people sought solace. Emily and Thomas grew old together, their love never wavering. They held hands as they walked through the garden, their hearts still beating in unison. One autumn evening, under a sky painted with the same hues as the day they first met, they sat in the gazebo, reminiscing about their beautiful journey. With a contented sigh, Emily rested her head on Thomas's shoulder. He kissed her forehead, his heart full of gratitude for the life they had shared. In that moment, they knew that their love, like the ancient oak tree, would stand the test of time, and as the first snowflakes of winter began to fall, the garden seemed to whisper a promise that the love of Emily and Thomas would forever bloom in the heart of Willowbrook. Years flowed like the river that bordered Willowbrook, bringing changes and growth. Emily and Thomas found themselves reflecting more often on the remarkable journey of their love. Lily, now a young woman, was embarking on her own path, filled with dreams and ambitions that made her parents proud. One spring day, as the garden burst into life with colors and fragrances, Lily introduced her parents to a special someone, Ethan, a kind and thoughtful young man who shared her love for nature and art. Emily and Thomas welcomed Ethan with open arms, seeing in him a reflection of their own youthful love. Ethan and Lily's relationship blossomed, nurtured by the wisdom and love that Emily and Thomas imparted. The garden, which had been a backdrop for so many cherished memories, now witnessed a new love story unfolding. It was in this very garden that Ethan proposed to Lily, with the same heartfelt sincerity that Thomas had shown Emily years before. The wedding was a grand celebration, bringing together the whole town once again. Under the ancient oak tree, Lily and Ethan exchanged vows, surrounded by friends, family, and the everlasting spirit of love that Emily and Thomas had cultivated. The garden seemed to sing with joy, its flowers blooming more vibrantly than ever. As Emily and Thomas watched their daughter begin her new life, they felt a profound sense of fulfillment. They had not only created a beautiful life together, but had also passed on the legacy of love and devotion to the next generation. With Lily and Ethan now tending to the garden, Emily and Thomas decided to embark on a new adventure. They traveled the world, visiting art museums and botanical gardens, finding inspiration in new places and cultures. Their love continued to grow, enriched by the experiences they shared and the beauty they encountered. Even as they traveled, Willowbrook remained their true home. They returned often, bringing with them stories and treasures that added to the tapestry of their lives. The garden flourished under Lily and Ethan's care, becoming a sanctuary for the town and a symbol of enduring love. As the years passed, Emily and Thomas's bond remained unbreakable. They celebrated their golden anniversary with a grand party in the garden, surrounded by loved ones and friends who had been part of their journey. It was a night filled with laughter, music, and reminiscing about the moments that had defined their love. One evening, after the festivities had ended and the garden was quiet, Emily and Thomas sat together under the gazebo. The moonlight bathed them in a gentle glow, and they held hands, reflecting on the incredible journey they had shared. "Do you remember the first time we met here?" Emily asked, her voice soft and tender. "How could I forget?" Thomas replied with a smile. "It was the day my life changed forever." They sat in comfortable silence, cherishing the memories and the love that had brought them to this moment. They knew that their love story was not just theirs alone, it was a part of the very fabric of Willowbrook, woven into the lives of everyone they had touched. As the night deepened, Emily rested her head on Thomas's shoulder, and he wrapped his arm around her. They knew that their love, like the garden they had nurtured, would continue to grow and bloom, leaving a legacy of beauty and hope for generations to come. In the quiet of the night, under the watchful gaze of the ancient oak tree, Emily and Thomas closed their eyes, their hearts beating as one. They knew that their love, timeless and eternal, would forever be a beacon of light in the heart of Willowbrook.